Last class we discussed it, no? So what's that comparison test? Last. So 3 statements. So what's that first one? Comparison test for convergence. Then second one, comparison test for divergence. And third one, limiting form, isn't it? Now in this, what is the disadvantages? Why you are going for the test for convergence? Again some more methods. Okay, so that only now you are going to learn. Okay, so here, so what he has given, when the test for convergence is going to fail, or which is going to fail in divergence, or which is going to take that the limit of the form. So that only you are going to take that. So why the test fails now? Okay, in comparison test, that is the first and foremost method in this sequence and series. But here what you are doing to take that? So here, when you are going to take that sigma un, so you are going to take that the highest common factor of the nth term, and you are going to cancel that the in that form. So how you are going to cancel that? By assuming that the Vn form. Here we are not confirming that the what you are going to get the result. Only the highest common factor, whatever you are getting. Suppose you are getting that the n cube in denominator, so that only you are going to take that the n cube. So obviously you are getting these two terms, you are going to cancel that. And last one, what you are going to take that, you are not confirming that the comparison test, and you are going to take that the p-test. So what's the p-test? So which is it is in the form of n power p. So obviously based on that p-test, you are confirming that whether it is a convergent or a divergent. Suppose if our assumption, whatever you are going to take that the sigma Vn, if it is wrong, what will happen? So p-test also fails, no? You are not giving that the correct solution or optimal solution. So that's why we are not going to take that that comparison test. Now you are going, we want the only the optimal solution. Based on that, now 6 methods we have given. Okay. So what's the first test? No, first test is a ratio test, or you can take that or you can call it as a D'Alembert's. Have you heard that? This is a mathematician name, D'Alembert's ratio test. And second one, higher ratio test, so which is also known as Rabbe's test. Have you heard this one? Huh? And third one, logarithmic test. And fourth one, Cauchy's nth root test. And fifth one, integral test. And sixth one, Bertrand. I think this one you had to heard. You heard that, I think. Bertrand and De Morgan's, or De Morgan's, Bertrand. Have you heard? Theorem. De Morgan's and Bertrand test or theorem. You heard that only theorem. But here you are going to apply that the test of that the De Morgan's or Bertrand De Morgan test. Okay. Now you are going to take that these 6 platforms or 6 powerful tools now, okay, which is not giving the explanation of that comparison test. Okay, the first and foremost method in this test for convergence, but that is the first one only. But why you are not taking that? Because we are not getting that the confirmation of that solution. Okay, now first one, ratio test or D'Alembert's ratio test. Here what is the statement he has given that? What is the statement? No, here already we know that the only un or a vn part, then directly you are applying the limit form. Here you have to take in the form of the limit n tends to infinite un plus 1 by un. That you have to take that the L. Understood that? Again 3 statements will come here also. What is the form? Limit form. Limit n tends to infinite un plus 1 by un. Understood that? So here the statements like first one, if L is less than 1, then the series is a convergent. Understood that? We know that obviously, no? And second one, if L is greater than 1, the given series is a divergent. But here the third term, if L is equals to 1, the test fails. Understood that? the third term, if L is equals to 1, the test fails. At that time you have to go for the one more test, that is the higher ratio test. Okay, here the thing is that why you are going for the, why the test fails, why you are going for the rub-base or a higher ratio test. Okay, when we had taken that in the comparison test, only thing is that we are going to take that always sigma Vn only the assuming part, but here you are getting the result. Other than that, here no oscillatory part, isn't it? Only you have to take that the convergent or a divergent. Other than these two values, so definitely you have to take that one more value, no? So that value you have to take that here, L is equals to 1. Okay. Now you are going to apply that the next rub-base test. In that rub-base test, same as it is will be there, but ulta, inverse. Okay. Now what is the statement for this now? Limit n tends to infinite, so un by un plus 1. Or else if you take that n into somewhat, some formula will get it. Okay. If you can take that un by un plus 1, one formula is there, or n into un plus 1 by un, nothing will be there. Here you, the same as it is, you can take that un by un plus 1. Now L is greater than 1, convergent, L is less than 1, divergent. Again the third statement, which is L is equals to 1, test fails, because in some other textbooks the statement will be like that also. Okay. Now which is inverse of that higher ratio test, but you are multiplying here nth term into whatever you want in that form. Okay. So now suppose that L is equals to, now here also L will get it now. Okay. If the L is equals to, if you got instead of that 1, obviously you got that 1 in first test. Now you got x equal, L equals to x or 1 by x. Understood that? So the result you got 1 or x or 1 by x. Now you had to go for, you need not to go for logarithmic or Cauchy's or integral test. Directly you have to jump to the last test, De Morgan's and Bertrand test. Why no? Because here based on this test you are not having that the test fails, that word will not be there. Only the solution is a convergent or a divergent. That only our result. Okay. So first test fails means how you are identified that first test, L equals to 1, you got the solution, then you have to go for the higher ratio test. Again the test fails means how you are identifying that L equals to 1 or L equals to x or L is equals to 1 by x. So if test fails means again you need not to go for these three tests and directly you have to jump to the last test. So here there is no fail. The test, there is no, that word will not be there, fail. Only you have to get that the convergent or a divergent. Understood that up to that? Now instead of getting that the L equals to 1x or 1 by x, now you will get the L equals to 1 or xe or 1 by xe. E means you know that logarithmic term definitely will be there. So at that time you have to go for first, after the second test fails, you have to go for the logarithmic test. Understood that? For this case. Understood? First test you understood that L equals to 1 means you second test you went there. Next one, if the test fails, 1 by x or x means directly you are going for this last sixth test. Okay. Now suppose instead of getting that the xe or 1 by xe, so at that time you have to go for first logarithmic test, then only you if again the test fails, no, then only you have to go for this Bertrand test. 99% you will get that in there itself the solution in logarithmic test only. Understood that? So how many cases you got now? 3 cases. The first case L equals to 1 means you are jumping to second test, and second case L equals to xe or 1 by xe or 1 means you are going for the logarithmic test, then you are going to last Bertrand test. Or if you are getting that L equals to 1 x 1 by x, you are going to directly, without going to logarithmic test, directly you are going for the Bertrand test. Okay, 3 cases are over now. Only you have to take that the Cauchy's nth root test and the integral test. Integral test, you know that how to identify that problem, Nana. Okay, because apart from these 5 tests, easily you can identify that the integral test. Okay, so that you will solve that the latter. We will discuss the latter. But before that, you have that the Cauchy's nth root test. So in this case you have that the 6 types, because the form will be definitely, the form will be 6 types, then only you have to apply the Cashier's nth root test. Okay. So suppose which is in a numerator, the form will be whole to the power of n or to the power 1 by n. Now 1 divided by, in denominator you have that the n. N means nothing, is nothing but n square, n cube or some n power 1 by 3, some value none. Only the general purpose you can identify the problems like this. Now to the power 1 by n. The 4 forms are also over now. Now you have to take that the numerator and denominator both you have that the power n and 1 by n. If you see the problem like in these 6 cases, so then only you have to apply the 4th, 5th test, 4th test. Understood that? So integral term, obviously you identify that, because transcendental equations will be given in the series. You know that sine, cos, e power x, logarithmic, log x, whatever it may be. So then you are applying for the integration. Directly you are getting that the solution. Understood that? So this is the theme behind that, the why you have to use the test for convergence only for positive series. Okay, we are not discussing alternative series or plus and minus series or remaining ones. Okay, only are discussing here test for convergence applicable only for positive series. How many methods you discussed now? 6 methods. And before that we discussed the first and foremost method is comparison test. Okay.